Wi-Fi Sheep is supported by the Minimal Byte, our new quarterly e-newsletter packed with insight, nostalgia, projects and even basic type-in listings. It even has its own real 8-bit kit computer companion, the Minimal Byte 504B. E-newsletter download is available now from just £3.50. Visit theminimalbyte.co.uk for more. Hi everyone, how you doing? And a very warm welcome back to youtube.com/Wi-Fi Sheep with me, Tom. Now, in this video, I would like to address a project that I've started at the beginning of the year. The beginning of 2026 here on the channel, and for me personally, has been extremely busy. Now, many of you will probably be aware or have already seen the ads or the posts for the new Minimal Byte Kit 8-bit computer, which I launched just after Christmas 2025. And it has been a real roller coaster. Basically, a few years ago, I launched a project called Tiny Basic Computers, which was about building 8-bit basic computers using off-the-shelf Arduino and relatively low-cost, easily obtainable components. At that time, I said I wasn't going to do a kit because I could not produce a kit cheaper than you, the end user, could buy the parts and build yourself. And that ethos, I suppose, in many ways stands true. However, times have moved on. And so, beginning of this year, late last year, I actually launched my first kit computer product, which basically means I've joined a very small but growing band of tech YouTubers to release their own computer products. So here is mine, the Minimal Byte 504B. The 504B is for 504 bytes of RAM. This one I've actually built. So it comes as a kit of parts normally, but I've actually built mine. Comes in a nice box as well, by the way. And here it is. This is the Minimal Byte 504B. Now, it's a slightly different design concept to what I would normally do myself. That's because I was, for a time, working with a third party who was going to offer these as retail in their store premises. Now, that hasn't quite come to fruition for various reasons, but the door is still open to do something with them, hopefully at a later date. Anyway, as part of the design brief and working with them, they set out a series of things they needed a kit computer to be. One was affordable, self-contained, the ability to run off a simple battery power supply, and it needed to have its own screen inbuilt. As I said, not the way I would normally go about making a kit product. But what I've ended up with is something very, very interesting. So this is the 504B, the Minimal Byte 504B. So 504 bytes of RAM for basic. It's built around the Atmega 328P. So it's the nano type microcontrollers, which have 2K of RAM, SRAM as standard. And a lot of that RAM is split between the custom basic interpreter called Zero Basic, so written from the ground up. Nothing in this project originates from the earlier Tiny Basic or Project Rio series. It's all completely brand new, written from the ground up. But one of the things it had to do was, once you built the kit, and by the way, it's all simple through-hole components, so no fancy soldering required, just basic solder through-hole components. Is once you've actually put a power supply to it, so here's a 9-volt battery, you flick a switch here and the system boots up. Okay, so let me try and explain to you the ethos of what my thinking is around the Minimal Byte 504B and what I'm trying to achieve. So my ethos for the Minimal Byte is kind of like this kit. So this is, it's not an Earthix brand, but it's an off-brand kit for a Spitfire model aircraft. And people buy kits like this, and they get them home, they open the box, and you have a kit of parts, which you as the modeler or the builder are expected to cut these off their plastic sprues, clean them up, glue the kit together, paint it, apply transfers, and then you admire it as a static model. At no point are we expecting this to act as a real plane. We're not even expecting this particular aircraft to even fly. But people still enjoy making model kits. Perhaps another example, I picked this up at a Radio Ham convention last year, and it's a little line following robot kit, complete with simplified Chinese instructions that I very much doubt I can read. Luckily, it's quite a simple build, but again, it's a whole robot basically that follows a line in a little baggy kit. And that is kind of exciting. And I thought, well, why can't we take this idea and make a kit computer that boots into BASIC with a flashing cursor that's super simple, but has its own little mini ecosystem around it. And that's why for the Minimal Byte 504B, I have developed a user manual which contains 20 type-in basic listings for the custom zero basic language that my computer system uses. So another thing I'd kind of really like to show you here is if we go to eBay, and if I now just type in randomly on the front page of eBay, let's type in 8-bit kit computer, and as you can see, the first thing that now comes up is the Minimal Byte 504B retro computer kit. Before I put this listing up, I couldn't really find anything that did 8-bit kit computers. There were some obviously kit cards and things, but no real self-contained kit computers that were actually at an affordable price, because some of this stuff starts to get a little expensive. What I really honestly wanted to do was to have a complete self-contained kit computer for as cheap as I could possibly get it. It's definitely under £100. So you can buy from the official Retro Sheep channel. That's my eBay user or shopping channel. You can actually buy the kit. And you can see here it comes, everything you need, all included. And when you boot up, it boots straight into Zero Basic, ready to go. One of the key points of this project was affordability and accessibility. So I didn't want to make this too expensive. As I've already said, when you're launching any kind of new computer platform that's bespoke and unique to itself, a lot of criticism always comes up about the lack of an ecosystem, a user base, software available for the computer. It's not so much a problem for the Minimal Byte, because as I said, it's the Earthix kit of computing. So it boots up, it's its own thing. It has 20 odd programs already written for it, which are included in the manual. And I've also launched a supporting magazine publication, or e-magazine publication, called The Minimal Byte, which gives additional Wi-Fi sheep content in written word form, as well as projects and type-in listings for the Minimal Byte 504B hardware. At time of recording, I've just released issue 2 for spring 2026. The Minimal Byte will come out quarterly, so 4 issues a year. If you are a mid-support YouTube channel member, or if you are on the downloads tier on Patreon or higher, then the magazine is supplied in full at no extra cost to you, as an additional thank you for your continued support to me here on Wi-Fi Sheep. Alternatively, if you want to buy the copy and support the project and support me on Wi-Fi Sheep and don't want to subscribe, you can buy each edition individually. I have a new website you can go to, which is theminimalbyte.co.uk. That's theminimalbyte.co.uk. And from there, you can see a free preview version, PDF, and you can then choose to purchase a version of the full magazine each month separately if you wish. People who have bought the first batch of kits, and again a huge thank you to all of you that have done that, we sold out in under 12 hours. You get the first edition of the Minimal Byte is also free and included in the download documentation, where you'd find the download manual for the Minimal Byte hardware. Again, you get an instruction sheet which comes with the kit. Alternatively, I, where possible, email you after you've purchased from me to give you the links so you can download all the additional content. So just going back to the format of the kit. So this is how it's been produced for a retail customer. However, it's not how I would have produced something. So what I've done is I've designed the 504B to be flexible, which means you can have it in this stock configuration, or you can have it in this configuration. Now, this configuration, I've added a pin header, which is denoted here in yellow. It's got pins plugged into it. You'll notice the onboard TFT display is not fixed, and instead some additional components that hide underneath that board have been populated. I've also added separately a PS2 keyboard socket and a buzzer. Now, in this mode, I can use the 504B as a desktop system via RS-232 serial to a accepting glass type terminal. Quickest option for creating a terminal display is to use something called Pi GFX, created for the Raspberry Pi. And I found these original Raspberry Pi Model 1s, either Model A or Model B, are superb for this because of their use of full HDMI if you want it, or easy to plug in full composite video. Now, many people have criticised me about using Raspberry Pis as terminals. I will say this, that many products actually use more powerful hardware for their video than the actual physical hardware running the system. That's the norm. Many other well-known major kit YouTuber products are doing exactly the same thing or something very similar at the moment. Secondly, I have gone through an exhaustive list of possibilities for creating external video support for the Minimal Byte 504B, including microcontroller options, things like FabGL, and there's various other Pico 2040 options, and all of those do sort of work. But I found the most accessible and the quickest solution is actually to use Raspberry Pi with Pi GFX. Now, Pi GFX, it is free. You can download it from GitHub. It's a hardwired bare metal terminal for the Raspberry Pi, so it doesn't boot in Linux, it boots bare metal against the board. It can be turned on and off at the plug. No shutdown procedures, no mice are needed, no Linux kernels. It just works, and it sits there waiting to accept a valid RS-232 UART signal, the type of signal that the Minimal Byte can churn out, which means you can plug this into an external monitor. You can then have either PS2 compatible or USB compatible keyboards, and you can plug it in. And I've got a little setup here where I plugged it into a little CRT monitor, and it's just great to have just the atmosphere of a product, a computer that just comes to life just with a simple few components put together. A little bit of solder, add 5 volts of power. It's all low power, 5 volts is all it needs, and it blinks into life either in standalone mode or for a retro monitor like a cathode ray tube or something like that as a desktop type system. So a reminder again, at time of recording, the Minimal Byte 504B Retro 8-bit basic kit computer is available. It's on sale now. I also have a just the boards cost reduced kit version containing just the main PCB and the pre-flashed Zero Basic microcontroller. For those of you that want to either build the desktop-based systems or have enough of the components yourself that you can assemble those and you don't want to pay the extra cost for the full kit, that's fine. People have requested that, and I've been happy to oblige and give this lower cost option. So that just about wraps up where we are at the moment with this exciting new project right here on Wi-Fi Sheep. My very first kit retail computer product. Not the first kit I've ever done, but the first kit computer with actual discrete components that you've soldered together. So it's a venture that I am basically taking the full risk on. I wanted to make sure that this was real, not just vaporware, before I announced anything. So I've taken the financial hit myself. I spent all last summer producing, developing this product to get it to market, and here we are. It's real, it works, you can buy it right now. Before we go, I just want to show you one more thing, a new party trick that the Minimal Byte 504B can do, and will be coming very soon as part of the Minimal Byte newsletter magazine. So this is my stock build Minimal Byte 504B with its battery. I've just reflashed it with the new hex ROM, and let me just turn it on and show you what this does. So this is no longer running Zero Basic. We have here on screen a live raycast 3D engine, and the camera is just spinning around a 3D world which is being rendered on the 504B. Bearing in mind this has about a K of RAM when it's not generating the screen RAM, so to do this in just over 1K of RAM is amazing. Now I'm hoping to release this source code. It's written in C, and I'm hoping to release this source code open source. So users of the Minimal Byte 504B can create your own Wolfenstein style 3D adventure games here on the real hardware. I think this is really impressive, and the fact we've got this to work at all is quite amazing. So look out for that. It will be coming in a later edition of the Minimal Byte newsletter to be bundled free as part of that edition. So I'm really looking forward to releasing the Raycasting 3D engine at a later date. It will be this year as part of the Minimal Byte newsletter magazine for all 504B users, although admittedly it's designed to use with the TFT display, so it depends which way you've configured your machine. Either way, again, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you that have already purchased kits and have already given me some amazing feedback. It's such a warm response, and it's really given me the confidence and strength to kind of plow forward with this project. I kind of knew I was onto something, but you never know until it's actually out there in the wild for sale. So once again, all I can say is thank you so much for all the kind words and support so far. All the details and links to everything I've talked about are in the description to this video. If you haven't done so already, please do consider liking and subscribing to me right here on youtube.com/Wi-Fi Sheep. And wherever you are, thank you so much for your company. And until next time, bye for now.